Now to the people speaking out in support of abortion rights and sharing their own experiences. 8 News reporter Olivia Jaquith is live in Richmond with reaction from protesters there. Olivia.
Yeah, well, Eric, I spoke with protesters again here at Capitol Square earlier today reacting to that news out of Washington. One woman told me that she actually had an abortion herself and that it was one of the hardest decisions she's ever made, despite knowing that for her it was the decision for both her and her child, and a choice that she hopes her fellow Virginians will continue to have. A landmark decision overturned after nearly 50 years.
I was tired, really angry.
I kind of felt like sick to my stomach.
Abortion rights protesters gathering in Capitol Square this afternoon.
Hands off our bodies!
Concerned by what today's Supreme Court decision might mean for the Commonwealth.
I just can't imagine living in a world where people are, sorry, I've been on the verge of tears like all day, where people have all of their rights taken away just because somebody disagrees.
Olivia Kay was one of several individuals who rallied at the state capitol, standing in support of abortion rights and organizations like Planned Parenthood. Abortion regulation now in the hands of the states. Hannah Sellers also in attendance, sharing her personal story of abortion.
I was very mentally unstable, financially unstable. Like, there was just no way I could have had a good life for myself or the child at the time. To know that it's the best decision, even though it's hard, it's really conflicting, but for some people it's very necessary.
Kay, a local government teacher, says she also faces conflict as a believer in God, but also a believer in the right to choose.
I believe that God created free will. My choice to do anything is my choice to do it, and it shouldn't affect your choice to do it.
Yeah, well, those rallying in the Capitol Square today, rather, tell me that they hope Virginia will retain abortion as an option for individuals in the Commonwealth, as well as those in other states where it may become more restrictive. For now, live in Richmond, Olivia Jaquith, 8 News.
Olivia, thanks. The Democratic Party of Virginia also reacting to the ruling today. Commonwealth's attorney Shannon Taylor saying this marks an attack on women's rights.
And this decision is not just the most serious attack on women's rights in our lifetime. It is the most serious attack on every right that every single one of us has. It's an attack on our constitutional rights.
8 News also spoke with anti-abortion advocates at the state capitol today, praising the Supreme Court's decision. 8 News reporter Roland Wilson is live in the Digital Center with what supporters are saying tonight. Roland, good evening.
Good evening, Eric. Anti-abortion advocates are hoping to give pro-life a new meaning, and we spoke to some of those advocates today. Here in Virginia, anti-abortion advocates like the Family Foundation have worked to protect the lives of babies around the nation. In a statement, they say they are, quote, thrilled with the Supreme Court's decision and that they want to, quote, pause to celebrate the right of life of babies. Their statement also says they plan to work for change here in Virginia, where right now abortion is still allowed. Tawana Hampton, who is anti-abortion and volunteers with the Family Foundation, is ready to continue that work and says she has high hopes for what's to come.
So I just hope that this will force people to get more knowledge about what it means to be pro-life. I hope that this will cause churches and other conservative organizations, people that have the family at their forefront, will step up their game as far as, helping women that find themselves in an unwanted pregnancy or unplanned pregnancy.
Other anti-abortion supporters are sending a similar message. The Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Richmond said in a statement that, quote, today I am gratified that our nation's highest court has overturned the fundamentally unjust Roe v. Wade decision. He continues to say, quote, I pray that throughout our nation, including here in Virginia, lawmakers will open their hearts to the opportunities before them to protect unborn children. Now, despite this decision today, there will be no immediate change to abortion laws here in Virginia. And as Jackie mentioned, Governor Glenn Youngkin says he is in favor of a 15-week abortion ban. For now, I'm live in the Digital Center. Roland Wilson, 8 News.